The Marvel comics have some absolutely ripped characters, but I'm in search of the most ripped of them all. Who would be the best bodybuilder of all the Marvel characters? Well, in this video, I'm gonna go over my top 5 picks and some bonus ones if you stick around for who I think has the best physique in terms of like a bodybuilding style of physique in this video. I've got my Deadpool and Wolverine shirt on. If you like that movie, let me know in the comments down below. I saw it twice in theaters and cannot wait to watch all the behind the scenes and just soak it all in. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into who I have at number 5, which might be a surprise to you. I didn't really know who he was because I haven't seen him in the movies or anything, but that is the Sentry. So I'm not like a huge Marvel Comics like nerd or anything, so if I mess up any of these guys' names or anything like that, just please forgive me. I'm more of a bodybuilding nerd, but I do love comics, I do love anime, that sort of stuff, so that's why I'm reviewing this. And when I took a look at this and I saw the Sentry, I was like, holy crap, this guy's physique is on another level. I mean, look at this, oh my gosh. And of course, with all of these characters, it depends on the artist, it depends on when they were drawn. Like, if they were drawn in the 60s, 70s, they have like a different style to their physique. It's more of a like really classic, like before classic, like Bronze Era physique kind of people. And now they're kind of drawn like gods, you know? So like this guy's physique is absolutely off the charts. It's incredible. Like, I mean, he's got really good shoulders, a really good chest, good abs. I mean, this picture right here just says it all to me. Like, this guy could compete at a Mr. Olympia division. Now, speaking of that, there are different divisions in bodybuilding. Like, you have the big guys like Ronnie Coleman. He would be in open bodybuilding. In this video, I particularly just want to go over the people that I think would be in more of the classic / men's physique divisions. So they're going to be a slightly step down in terms of muscle mass, obviously, like the Sentry. They're not like the biggest of the biggest. Like, think like Broly or someone like that. So they're gonna be more of an aesthetic, godlike type of physique. And then if you guys like this video, then I might go over the biggest of the big kind of characters, like maybe the Hulk or someone like that in another video as I break down the top 5 biggest, like most muscular Marvel comic book characters. So that's number 5 is the Sentry. Now let's move into number 4. We have Captain America, the one and only Captain America. This guy obviously is absolutely ripped, and of course, like I said, it depends on the picture that we're looking at, but you can find some where he just has like muscles for days. Like if I type in muscles right here, let's see what we get. Yeah, like this one, I don't know if this is exaggerated or photoshopped or AI or whatever, but dude, look at that chest. Like that's yeah, it actually looks totally disproportionate. Like it's kind of crazy. But we see like other pictures where he's just absolutely ripped. He's got those traps right there. He's always got shoulders and a chest and everything. You know, if Chris Evans had to get super ripped to play him as the comic, he's gonna be really ripped as well. So this guy has an incredible physique. I think he's just got really good proportions. Even in some of the older drawings of him and stuff, he's got really good legs, a really good like kind of X shape to his physique. He's got a small waist. So I think he does really good. And I mean, he's just absolutely massive too. So that's gonna be our number 4. Moving on to number 3. Can you guess who it is? It's the one and only Thor. Now, Thor, obviously played by another Chris Hemsworth, is even bigger than Chris Evans and even more ripped. I mean, this to me is one of the most perfect physiques because look how small that waist is. And look at the lat just pop out. And he's actually doing kind of a vacuum pose here. If you've never seen it, a vacuum pose is like just like quintessential to classic bodybuilding. And he's got those big arms and stuff. His physique actually reminds me a lot of your Mr. Olympia Chris Bumstead. Like, he's got an incredible physique. In that pose, in this one, I mean, we could see veins on top of his feathering on the muscles right there. Like, that's absolutely crazy. This guy could probably compete at a very, very high level at the Mr. Olympia competition. He is just absolutely jacked. I mean, look at this. So that's number 3. Now we've got 2 more left. Can you guess who they are? I think they're gonna surprise you because they surprised me. It's not someone that you would think like, I don't know, Iron Man or someone like that. Coming in at number 2, we have the one and only Moon Knight. Oh, okay, why is that? Let's take a look. Well, look at this guy's physique. Every time that he's drawn with like near perfect proportions. Like, this guy has an amazing physique, and even through his suit, you could see the veins right there. Like, look at the veins, look at the feathering in the muscles. Like, he's like freaking ripping through his suit. He's so jacked. I don't know, he probably got in a fight in this scene. I have not looked at it. and that's probably why his suit's ripping, but I like to think it's because his like quads are so dominant that they're popping out, right? So yeah, he's got the muscularity of a bodybuilder, of a men's physique slash classic physique division bodybuilder. Like, it does not get more ripped than this. If you have this suit on, or if you have this whatever it is on, and you can see the feathering, all the symmetry, all the muscles, like this is like literally looks like just freaking muscle fibers popping out. You know that he's got like 0% body fat, which you know then would make him do really, really well in bodybuilding. So this one, I wasn't sure because I saw a little bit of the show, and then I looked up the comic and I was like, this guy looks kind of nothing like he does on the show. This guy is absolutely ripped in the comics, which is just kind of crazy. Before we get to our number one, I have 2 honorable mentions. And the first up is one of my favorites, Wolverine. He is just, I mean, he's the guy. He's the GOAT. He's my favorite comic book character probably ever. Yeah, no, he just is my favorite comic book character. He's just so badass. I mean, how can you not like him? He's great. And, you know, he's got just really good proportions as well. I remember when I rated his physique a while back, he did really, really well. He would do well in bodybuilding. He's got kind of like that animalistic style physique with the hair all over him and stuff too. So he wouldn't be like one of those preppy bodybuilders that shave their whole body and stuff. I think he would go out on stage hairy and he'd be like, I don't give a shit, you know, like he would do something like that. This is why I absolutely love him. So yeah. And by the way, I did bodybuilding too, and I shaved too. It's part of the sport. It just is. It's not really preppy. It's just funny to say that, thinking about Wolverine going out and just not shaving at all and not giving a shit. He's absolutely ripped. He's got muscles for days. He would do really well. So he's my first honorable mention. My next is Carnage. Carnage, I'm not really sure. I haven't read too much into it, but I think can he shapeshift? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm pretty sure like Venom or something he could shapeshift, but I'm kind of taking more of the look of like what I basically almost always see him drawn as, and it's something like this where he's just like basically just muscles. He's just freaking muscles, and he's got, I mean, just shredded, no body fat percentage. I mean, if he even has body fat, does he have body fat? I don't really know how this works in the comic book world, but I like the shape to his physique, and I think he would do well in a smaller division, maybe a men's physique division or something like that, if he were like actually skin and muscles and stuff like that. But I just think the overall shape to his physique really impressed me, and the muscularity too. So that's why I put him in as an honorable mention. All right, so before I get to number one, if you're enjoying this video, let me know in the comments down below, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, feel free to like and subscribe and let me know that as well. All right, so the moment you've all been waiting for. Marvel's number one best built character from a classic physique division. That is the one and only Gladiator. Now, I didn't really know about this guy before I really looked into this stuff, but this guy is absolutely ripped. Look at him. Not only does he have the vascularity, the feathering that the other guys have, the muscular separation. I mean, these arms are absolutely massive. He's got those veins coming through the suit, and he's got abs like a 20 pack or something like that. And he's got, to me, like probably the perfect shape for a men's physique division. I mean, he's just absolutely ripped. I mean, his arms are massive, his chest is massive, he's got really, really good proportions, and it goes for all pictures that we're looking at here. I mean, he's always drawn just really well with a lot of muscle, and I think he would do well no matter what picture I've really seen of him, basically. But this one in particular is the one that just keeps popping back up for me. I mean, basically, if you want to know what I think is like a perfect physique, I think this is right there at it. But I think not only could he compete in bodybuilding, but I think he could compete at a very, very high level at the Mr. Olympia, and even probably top 3, maybe even win it. Who knows? I definitely think he has a shot depending on how the other guys come in and look. But this guy is my number one pick. But I want to know, who would you guys pick at number one? Did I miss anyone on my list? Let me know in the comments down below, and make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next video.